friends, how's everybody doing today?
Whoop, whoop.
Welcome, it's Taylor and Whitney, and we are here to give you our product reveal for next week's release. So we've been doing this since the beginning of the year. I think everybody's kind of liking having
a little... you guys are. Yeah, we have a lot of fun doing this.
A little early sneak peek of what's coming on our Tuesday release. So this is going out to those of you on our Fans of Tailored Expressions page, and we are excited to share with you what's coming next week. We have been working on this for a while.
I know.
It's something fun and different, something that I'm guessing you probably haven't thought of or seen before. And we are excited to share the new product with you and other products that we developed in order to enhance it and go along with it.
Yes.
So, should we get started?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Let's introduce you to our newest paper product joining the Tailored Expressions collection. It's not a new color, but it is called perforated paper.
Wow.
And if I hold it up into the camera, do you see all those little tiny perforations? Let me pull it out of the packaging here. In each package, you will receive 2 sheets of perforated paper. And they are sized 8.5 by 11.
Okay, perfect.
And so you can cut them down easily with your paper trimmer. If you have a regular blade trimmer or a guillotine trimmer, it will cut down. And then you can see when I put my hand behind it, you see all those little dots. So you can actually stitch through this paper if you want to, using those little dots, so that you can add embroidery floss or other details like that to your cards. The other cool things you can do with this, you can blend on it, which we're going to be showing you so many samples using blended artwork on top of this. It gives it that really almost fabric-like quilted look almost with all those little dots when you blend over the top. And you can also stamp on it. So it will accept ink.
About this. The designers have just knocked it out of the park again, so...
They sure have.
I'm like, oh, let's show them all the things!
So all the things that we are sharing with you today, our designers have used them with the perforated paper, but also we have some samples not using perforated paper. So if you are not going to be using this, you can still get lots of use out of the products that we are sharing. But this is just a really fun new way to do some blending and get some dimension into your projects. So let's take a look at a couple of new stencils that we are releasing. This one is a layering stencil. It is called Quilted Layering Stencil.
Ooh, I love that.
Look at that. That is super fun. There are 4 layers to create those quilt blocks in different colors to create that all over pattern with the stencil. And Jill has created a super cute card. She did hers in bright, sunny colors. I love that.
She always does a great job of making that color pop with that
does.
white background embossed. It looks so sharp.
I love the colors that she chose there. And also, I don't think I mentioned this, but the paper, not only can you cut it, but you can also die cut it. So cut it with your paper trimmer or die cut it with your dies. And I want you guys to mark your calendars for Tuesday live. I will be making this set of cards. I'm going to show you a fun way you can cut up your blended 6x6 piece to make these 3 cards out of one blended piece. So super fun,
cute,
quilted projects.
Cute. I like your color combo too. Look at you.
Thank you. Okay, next stencil. This one is really fun and unique. Hopefully you have seen these at Tailored Expressions. These are called rotating stencils, where you take and blend the design and then you turn it 90 degrees and you blend it again and turn it and blend it and turn it, and you end up with a fully covered pattern. This one is called Checkerboard rotating stencil, and when you rotate it 4 times, you will get this checkerboard pattern. Now, whether you want to create your checkerboard in 2 colors or 4 colors, that is totally up to you. You would just either use 4 different colors or do 2 colors twice in the rotation.
Cool.
So kind of fun how we worked that
is.
out. And I think checkerboard is one of those things that is really trendy right now.
Yes.
I see it on a lot of things, home decor and artwork. for the home and those kind of things. So Sue Banker made this card, and she blended the checkerboard onto the perforated paper. You can see how it looks really different with black behind it. You can see all those little dots are called out a little bit darker, whereas on the card that I made, I blended it and then placed it over white paper. So depending on what paper you put behind it, you can really get a little bit different look for the stenciled artwork. So I loved this one with those sunflowers and that fun checkerboard background. All right, now those are our brand new products, never before seen for this release, but we do have some previously offered products that are just too perfect to let them sit on the sidelines any longer. They work great with this particular perforated paper and getting some of those large blended areas. So this is the 6x6 layering stencil. Again, this one is called Boho Botanicals. Let me hold this up here. And if you guys were part of our Stamp Joy in-person event last fall of 2024, this was included in your goodie bag as your freebie. And we used it at the event to create a really beautiful card, and now it is available for purchase. So if you were at our in-person event, you have this, and you don't need to buy it again, unless you want to gift it to a friend.
Right? Send it my way.
No. Yeah. Just my little, hopefully helpful hint. Don't buy this if you were at our in-person event last fall. So let's take a look at one of the projects, again, created using the perforated paper, blending that layering stencil over the top.
It just adds so much.
It does. It looks like fabric.
It does.
And you don't have to do anything special to it to make it look this way. Just simply blend over the top like you would any other stencil. And then Lori created this card, and she loves stitching. So she ended up adding some stitch details. You see those cute little stitch details?
Goodness.
So you can just use your embroidery needle to thread through the little holes in the paper and create those little accents wherever you choose.
That looks so simple. Do you think I could do that? Just make X's?
I think you could
do that.
I mean, I'm looking at it close up, and it's just really fun. Simple.
I just might need you to blend it for me. No, I can do that step too. I can make this.
That part you can do.
Okay, thank you. Confidence.
So there's one from Lori, and then take a look at this one. This is the one that we created at our Stamp Joy event. This just uses the stencil, but then uses another option, the burlap embossing folder over the top, to create dimension on that design. Another way to give it that textured fabric-like appearance. So there are a couple options with the layering stencil. We do have an additional product. This was available at the in-person event, and it coordinates with the layering stencil. It's called Foil It Boho Botanicals. If you love to foil, we have these 3 designs that go with the layering stencil, and they each do a little bit different thing. So this one up here is kind of fun. It provides a dot in the background of all of the open white spaces.
I love the
Isn't
way
that
this
fun?
looks. Yes.
Let me see if I can get it up into the light so you can see all those dots.
Really just, woo.
All those little dots in the background that just fill in that white space and really make those flowers pop as well. And then another one we have a sample for is this one here that creates the little dots inside of the flowers.
Wow.
So Heather created this card. Isn't this fun? I love this color combination.
Yes.
With the gold foil inside the yellow and red flowers. It really pops. I love that.
Love the placement of that.
So there are a few options for the Boho Botanicals collection.
Super fun.
All right, what are you going to give me next, Whitney?
Another one.
All right, this one is a single layer stencil. I have found that I wish I had more single layer stencils. There are so many things you can do with them. Even blending them in different colors will give you a different look, and they're just so simple and really an inexpensive way to add a pattern to your project. So this one was part of our in-person Stamp Joy event in 2023, and it's been kind of hanging out in the background for a while, and we thought we need to get this out there. It's too cute. It is called Fancy Fan, These kind of look like little fans in here, and we used this in the class that we taught 2 years ago. It was called Stunning Stencils. So if you were at Stamp Joy and you took that class, or you took our virtual class pass in the fall, then you likely already have this. So check your collection.
I love that.
Let me show you this beautiful card Lori created. Again, blending over the top of that perforated paper. She's got a fun foiled sentiment on there. And I love how I mentioned you can get multiple different colors on that single layer stencil by blending them all together and creating interest that way.
That is so fun.
Is that fun?
Pear color?
Yes, Lori's been using that quite a lot lately, and I just love the...
It's very springy.
It is. It's a really unique chartreuse color, that pear in our collection. All right, next up, another one from In-Person Stamp Joy this past fall of 2024. This was part of your early access options that you were able to purchase at our virtual class pass and in person. It is called Wallflowers Layering Stencil, and it creates this pattern of florals. They are spaced out inside of a hexagon.
You had to count it?
I did. I had to count how many sides this little shape has.
Yes.
But it's designed to go with this piercing plate. So this is called the Pierced Tiles Cutting Plate. So you can first pierce this into your cardstock, and then you can blend your flowers into all of these pierced openings. So these work really great together. You can also use it without the piercing plate and simply blend it onto perforated paper as well. I'm going to show you that option first that Sue created on this card, and she used that layering stencil to blend over the top, and then look at all those fun little accents that she added with the thread, just stitching through those holes. She added some here on the flowers in the centers.
It looks so fancy, but I know I can do this. That's where I'm so excited to try out the perforated paper.
It does. You know what I need a lesson in? I think these are called French knots that she put in there, and I know Lori and Heather do those a lot too. I don't think it's super complicated. I just need someone to show me how to do a French knot. Right?
Okay, I'll sign you up for a how-to class with Lori and Heather.
Okay, you tell them I'm coming. All right, and then this one is one that doesn't use the perforated paper, but it does use that pierced tiles cutting plate.
I love that look.
So you can see how those flowers are designed to fit perfectly inside of that pierced design. And I think that looks really pretty. We called it the Wallflower Layering Stencil because it kind of reminds me of wallpaper.
It does.
So yeah.
We had a lot of wallpaper growing up. So
we did.
Yeah. We can say that confidently.
That is what
floral wallpaper.
Our mom did for a while.
Yes.
She wallpapered people's homes for them. So she actually hung wallpaper.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's an expert on wallpaper too. If I ever need to do it, you know who to call.
Yes. All right. Then last from our Stamp Joy in-person event this past fall, we are releasing the Woodland Blooms Stamp and Stencil Combo. And the stamp on this one is this beautiful kind of spriggy, twiggy portion. And then your stencil gives you the flowers and the leaves to go along with that. There's some really nice sentiments in there. There is currently no die to cut this out. And I don't have a sample of this one, so I'm going to make everybody tune in on Tuesday.
Yes.
And we will have a sample for you guys to see using this particular product.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
It is so pretty. I love how some of our designers actually rotated it and used it twice, like once along the bottom, kind of like a swag along the bottom and along the top. And I think it's really rustic looking too, so really leans toward Heather's style really well. I can imagine it stamped on toffee cardstock. So
Taylor, toffee.
I know, right?
Not rainbow. It's not a rainbow one.
It's not probably appropriate for rainbow.
We could try it.
All right, let's come back to everybody and say farewell. Thanks for watching our product reveal video this weekend, and we hope to see you on Tuesday during the live.
Yes.
All of the new products will be released at 9 a.m. Central Time on Tuesday, and then we will be live at 10 a.m. So we'll see you then. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.